Despite centuries of study, scientists have so far managed to acquire knowledge of only 5% of the ocean's realm. To this day, the nature of the mysteries hidden within the remaining 95%, the silent, deep, and dark expanse of the ocean, remains unknown to us. The oceanic world is so vast and conceals so many unknown mysteries that it would be impossible to unravel them all, not merely in a single lifetime, but even over 1,000 lifetimes of study. Yet humans are inherently curious creatures. For this very reason, researchers continue their daily quest to gain a deeper understanding of the marine world. Occasionally, they even meet with success. In today's video, let us explore some of these strange and extraordinary discoveries, artifacts that deep-sea divers have retrieved from the ocean's depths. Number 1. The Lost City. Approximately 2,000 years ago, Egypt was home to a bustling metropolis. However, one day, this city suddenly sank beneath the waves. Since that time, no trace of it could be found. Countless innocent lives were lost, and wealth equivalent to billions of dollars was destroyed. The city's entire population, along with their entire way of life, vanished forever into the dark shadows of the ocean. Yet, in the year 2000, precisely at this location, 6 kilometers off the coast of Alexandria, Egypt, deep sea divers stumbled upon something beneath the waves that was both profoundly mysterious and astonishing. At this site, the divers discovered gold coins, dozens of boats, stone sculptures, and bronze statues scattered across an area spanning several acres. Beneath the water, they also uncovered a grand temple, clear evidence that, at some point in history, a human civilization had indeed flourished there. According to historian Laura Guguel, the city of Heraklion, previously mentioned only in legends and folklore, did in fact exist in reality. Researchers now believe that this very city is Heraklion, a metropolis that, at some point in time, succumbed to the ocean's depths. Even the ancient historian Herodotus had discussed this city on numerous occasions in his writings. He noted that the king of Troy himself had once traveled to this very city. To this day, various differing theories and opinions surround the mystery of this lost city. However, no one has yet been able to provide a definitive explanation as to how this bustling city came to be submerged beneath the sea. According to researchers, the city was destroyed either due to rising sea levels or as a result of a natural disaster. Number 5. Atlit Yam. If you venture a short distance off the coast of Israel, you will discover an ancient village lying 50 feet beneath the water's surface. This village was discovered in 1994 by Ehud Galili. The village spanned an area of approximately 20 acres. According to researchers, this village is about 4,000 years old. Since 1994, teams of archaeologists have continued to conduct excavations at this site. They have unearthed numerous intriguing objects there. Within the village, they discovered stone-built houses, human and animal skeletons, countless artifacts, and precious stones. They also found a well with a diameter of 5 feet and a depth of approximately 20 feet. Furthermore, they discovered a cemetery at the site, from which they recovered the remains of roughly 230 individuals. Upon studying the skeletons, researchers determined that the inhabitants maintained a very healthy diet and enjoyed a remarkably long life expectancy. Research conducted on 2 of the skeletons revealed that the individuals had suffered from malaria and tuberculosis. Through these remains, researchers were able to identify the world's oldest known case of tuberculosis, indicating that the disease is several thousand years older than scientists had previously believed. But now, the question remains, how did this village end up submerged beneath the water? According to some researchers, the melting of glaciers caused sea levels to rise, resulting in the village being swallowed by the sea. Off the coast of Tuscany, Italy, deep-sea divers discovered the wreckage of an ancient ship. While examining the sunken vessel, they stumbled upon a container that had been remarkably well preserved. This container held medicinal tablets. The container measured 4 centimeters across at its base and was 1 centimeter thick. The tablet was sent to a scientific laboratory for analysis. According to researchers, this tablet dates back to between 140 and 130 BC. Researchers were quite astonished when they analyzed the ingredients of this tablet. The tablet was formulated primarily from a mixture of zinc. It also contained iron oxide, starch, beeswax, pine resin, animal fat, vegetable fat, flax fiber, coal, greens, and pollen. According to the researchers, people of the ancient era used this tablet to find relief from headaches or chest pain. In their estimation, the ship likely belonged to the Romans, as the ancient Romans were a highly advanced civilization. It is probable that there were Roman physicians on board this vessel who served to provide emergency first aid. Just imagine, then, how advanced the people of the ancient world truly were. Number 3, chained animals. In 2017, a distressing incident occurred that deeply saddened animal lovers. It happened when a group of divers was exploring Kokoya Island in Indonesia. The waters there are crystal clear, making it easy to spot marine life. For this reason, Kokokwa Island holds a strong appeal for tourists. While divers were enjoying the crystal clear waters and the beauty of the small marine creatures, they suddenly stumbled upon something that felt like a nightmare to them. As they descended deeper, the divers spotted 2 dugongs, rare marine mammals belonging to the manatee family. These animals had been confined in underwater cages, bound by ropes. The mother and her calf were kept in separate cages. Because the mother's tail was bound so tightly, the poor creature was unable to move. Upon investigating, the divers discovered that a group of local fishermen were responsible for this cruel act. They were keeping the dugongs captive in cages as a means of making money. Indeed, the area surrounding this island is teeming with natural beauty, and the waters here are exceptionally crystal clear. Consequently, they used the dugongs as an attraction to generate revenue from tourists. In exchange for a small fee, they would offer tourists the opportunity to view the dugongs up close. Due to the ropes used to bind her, the female dugong sustained injuries to her tail. The divers confronted the fishermen and pleaded with them to release the animals. Initially, the fishermen appeared to heed the divers' words and even promised to set the dugongs free. However, the divers remained suspicious of the fishermen's intentions. They recorded video footage of the dugongs and subsequently shared it on social media. Almost immediately after the video went viral, news of the incident reached the wildlife authorities. Within a few days, wildlife officials arrived at the scene. They found the dugongs still bound in captivity, confirming that the fishermen had broken their promise to the divers. Wildlife advocates rescued the dugongs and released them back into the ocean. For their heartless actions, the fishermen were handed down heavy fines and prison sentences. Number 2, the underwater statue. Those who are not afraid of horror movies might want to consider visiting Camp Crystal Lake in the United States. This is because deep within the waters of this lake lies a statue of Jason Voorhees, the infamous serial killer from the Friday the 13th film franchise. The statue sits at the bottom of the lake, complete with its signature mask and a machete in hand, looking exactly like the serial killer from the Friday the 13th movies. Moreover, its face has been positioned to look upward so that any driver whose eyes happen to fall upon the statue is instantly startled. According to the statue's owner, he chose the character of the serial killer from Friday the 13th specifically to play a prank on drivers. Number 1, ancient warships. Undoubtedly, modern-era warships are incredibly powerful. But would you believe that much like today, warships also existed nearly 2,000 years ago? In fact, that era even featured vessels akin to modern aircraft carriers. In 2013, while conducting research off the coast of Sicily, a team of archaeologists discovered some peculiar objects beneath the water. These turned out to be war-related artifacts, specifically the wreckage of ancient battles. The researchers were left quite astonished when they determined the age of these objects. The artifacts dated back approximately 2,000 years. Further investigation revealed that these relics belonged to the era of the Punic Wars, a conflict waged between the Romans and the Carthaginians. Essentially, the Romans sought to establish their dominance over the Mediterranean Sea, a goal made challenging by the Carthaginians' formidable naval power. After a protracted conflict spanning nearly 20 years, the Romans finally succeeded in defeating them. These artifacts serve as tangible remnants of that very war. Take, for instance, these rusted helmets. Friends, please let us know in the comments which of these discoveries you found to be the most astonishing. That is all for today. For now, I bid you farewell. We shall meet again in the next episode.